welcome to the most awaited FTR 3.0 by competition community, especially for English medium students. My name is Chhattisgarh, and in this FTR session, I will be dealing with Chhattisgarh General Studies, wherein in this video of FTR, I have selected the questions from Geology and Soils of the Geography section in Chhattisgarh. But before starting with the questions, there is an important announcement for you people that we at Competition Community, we are organizing weekly tests that will be held online on every Sunday at 11 a.m. So what you people have to do, you people have to actually enroll yourselves on our website before Friday evenings so that you people are able to write the test that will be held on Sunday. So this was all about the announcement, and let us quickly move to the questions now. So here we have our first question. And in the first question, we have to tell which of the following statements is incorrect. Now, in the option A, we have extension of Archean rocks is maximum in Chhattisgarh. Now, talking about the geological structure of Chhattisgarh, the extension of Archean rocks is approximately 50%. The extension of Kadapa rocks is approximately 30%. The extension of Gondwana rock is of approximately 17%, and the rest 3% accounts for the others. So we have seen the maximum extension is of that of Archean rocks. So this option A is actually correct. Now in the option B, we have Deccan trap rocks are predominantly extended in the part area of Chhattisgarh. So let me tell you, Deccan trap rocks are actually extended predominantly in the part area of Chhattisgarh, and their meager extension is also in the Mahanadi basin in the districts like Kabirdham and Mungeli, but it is a meager extension. So, predominant extension in part area, yes, this option is also going to be correct. Now, in the option C, we have Gondwana rocks is predominantly found in the Bastar Plateau. Let me tell you, in the Bastar Plateau, the rocks that are predominantly found are actually Archean and Dharwad. And this Gondwana rock is predominantly found in actually eastern Baghelkhand Plateau and in some parts of Mahanadi Basin also. So this option C is going to be incorrect because the rocks that are predominantly found in Bastar Plateau are Archean and Dharwad and not Gondwana. In the option D, we have Mahanadi Basin generally is comprised of Kadapa rocks. This statement is actually correct. Mahanadi Basin is actually comprised of Kadapa rocks generally, and hence in the Mahanadi Basin you can see predominance of minerals like lime, stone and dolomite from all the Bilaspur, Raipur and Durg divisions, and these minerals are actually found in the Kadapa rocks only, and hence this option D is going to be the correct option. Now in the question, what we have to tell? We have to tell which of the options are actually incorrect, and we have seen this option C is incorrect, and hence this option C is going to be the right answer for our question number 1. So this was all about the first question. Now next we have a second question. Which of the following is known as rice soil of India? So let me tell you, actually this red yellow soil, this is actually very conducive to paddy cultivation, and hence is termed as what? Rice soil of India. So we know this red yellow soil is actually known as rice soil of India, and this red yellow soil is mentioned in option A, and hence this option A is going to be the correct option for our second question. Now next we have a third question. Which of the following is correct regarding red yellow soil? So let me tell you, the parent rock of this red yellow soil is actually Gondwana. the pH value lies somewhere between 5.5 to 8.5. Hence, it actually shows both acidic and alkaline characteristics. Now, this red yellow soil has actually less nitrogen, phosphorus, and humus content. Let me tell you, this NPH content in general is less in all the soils of India. But there is a comparative statement that in this soil it is more, in this soil it is less. But in general, if we talk about red yellow soil, nitrogen, phosphorus, and humus content is less. Now, let me also tell you, if we talk about water retention, then this water retention capacity is also relatively less in this red yellow soil, and the maximum extension of this red yellow soil is in the Mahanadi basin. Now let us look at these statements. In the statement 1, it says its parent rock is Gondwana. Yes, we have seen this. In the second statement, it says characteristic is both alkaline and acidic. We have seen this also. Statement 3 says its major extension is in Mahanadi basin. Yes, its major extension is in Mahanadi basin. Statement 4 says cotton is the staple crop of this red yellow soil. Let me tell you, the staple crop of this red yellow soil is actually paddy, while black soil is more suitable for growing cotton, and hence this statement 4 is incorrect. Regarding statement 5, it has the maximum water retention capacity. We have seen the water retention capacity is relatively less, and hence this statement is incorrect. Regarding statement 6, it says it has maximum amount of humus. I have already told you that it has less humus content, and hence this statement is also wrong. And in question, what we have to tell? We have to tell which of these statements are actually correct. So we have seen statement 1, 2, and 3 are the ones which are actually correct. And 1, 2, 3 is mentioned in option A, and hence this option A is going to be the correct option for our third question. So this was all about the third question. Now let's move to our fourth question. Which of the following soil is found in the slopes of Bastar? So let me tell you, red sandy soil, which is also locally known as tikra, is the soil actually found in the slopes of Bastar. Now let's see what are the options. We have Bahara, Dorsa, Matasi, and Tikra. Now this Tikra is mentioned in option A, and hence this option A is the correct option for our fourth question. Now next we have our fifth question, in which we have to match the columns. And in the column 1 we have soils, and in the column 2 we have local names. Now, red yellow soil. Locally, this red yellow soil is known as Batasi. Next we have black soil. Locally, this black soil is known as Kanhar. In the higher areas, it is also known as Bharri. Regarding this red sandy soil, this is known as Tikra, and this laterite soil is known as Bhata. When forming pairs, we have A2, B4, C3, and D1. Now matching this with the options we have. In the option B itself, we have A2, B4, C3, and D1. And hence, this option B is going to be the correct option for our fifth question. So this was all about the fifth question. Now next, let's move to our sixth question. In this sixth question, once again, we have to match the columns. This time around, we have soils and we have their parent rocks. Now let me tell you, regarding this red yellow soil, we have already seen the parent rock is Gondwana. Regarding the black soil, let me tell you, the parent rock is basaltic rock, which are actually formed after cooling of the volcanic eruption. Now, next is red sandy soil. The parent rock are granite and its metamorphed form known as gneiss. And finally, the parent rock of laterite soil is red stone. Now matching the columns. This red yellow soil can be matched with Gondwana. Black can be matched with basalt. Red sandy can be matched with granite and gneiss, and laterite can be matched with redstone. Now when forming pairs, we have A2, then we have B4, we have C3, and we have D1. Now looking at the options. In the option B, we have A2, B4, C3 and D1, and hence this option B is going to be the correct option for our 6th question. Now next we have a 7th question. Once again, we have to match the columns. There are a lot of match the columns in this video, in which we have soils and we have staple crops in the 2 columns respectively. Regarding the red yellow soil, I have told you the staple crop is paddy. Regarding the black soil, the staple crop is wheat in Chhattisgarh. Regarding this red sandy soil, actually they are used to grow the coarse grains. And laterite soil, since it is actually deprived of many nutrients and even water, it can only be used for horticulture purposes. Now, when forming pairs, we have A2, B1, we have C4 and D3. When matching this with the options we have, in the option C, we have A2, B1, C4 and D3, and hence this option C is going to be the correct option for our 7th question. So this was all about our 7th question. Now let's move to our 8th question. Once again, we have to match the columns. This time around, we have soils and we have their percentage extension. Now, regarding the soils and their percentage extension, let me tell you. The percentage extension of red yellow soil in Chhattisgarh is 55 to 60%. Of that of red sandy soil is approximately 20 to 25%. Red loomy soil approximately 10 to 15%. Of that of black soil is 8 to 10%, and of that of laterite soil is 3 to 5%. Now, this red yellow can be matched with 55 to 60%. This black soil can be matched with 8 to 10%. Red sandy can be matched with 20 to 25%, and finally laterite can be matched with 3 to 5%. Now when forming pairs, we have A2, B1, C3 and D4. And this actually is mentioned in the option D, A2, B1, C3 and D4. And hence this option D is going to be the correct option for our 8th question. Now let's move to our 9th question. Arrange the major extension of following soils from south to north. And the soils which are given are red loomy, red sandy, black and laterite. Now this actually is the map of Chhattisgarh. In the southern part of this Bastar division is actually the major extension of red loomy soil, and in the northern part of this Bastar division is the extension of this red sandy soil generally. The extension of black soil is generally in and around this Raipur district of Raipur division, and in some districts like Kabirdham, Mungeli and Bemetara. And talking about the major extension of laterite soil, this actually is in the part area of Chhattisgarh. So when arranging from south to north, we have red loomy, then we have red sandy, then we have what? Black, and we have what? Laterite, and the sequence is from south to north. Now, what have we seen the sequence as? We have seen red loomy, which is mentioned in 1. Then we have seen red sandy mentioned in 2. Then we have seen black mentioned in 3. And we have seen laterite mentioned in 4. So the correct sequence has to be 1, 2, 3 and 4. And this 1, 2, 3, 4 is actually mentioned in option C, and hence this option C is going to be the correct option for our 9th question. And finally, we have our 10th question. And this 10th question says Dorsa soil is a mixture of dash and dash soils. So let me tell you, Dorsa soil is actually a mixture of red, yellow and black soils. So Dorsa soil is actually a mixture of red, yellow and black soils. And now let us look at the options. In the option A, we have red, yellow and red loomy. Will it be right? No, it will not be right. In the option B, we have red loomy and laterite. Will it be right? No. In the option C, we have black and red loomy. Will it be right? No. Finally, in the option D, we have red, yellow and black, which is what I have already told you, and hence this option D is going to be the correct option for our 10th question. So these were some 10 important and conceptual questions from the topics geology and soils of Chhattisgarh. I'll be back in my next video with the topic climate and forests in Chhattisgarh. So I hope you people would have liked my video, and I shall meet you people in my coming videos. Tab tak ke liye thank you and take care.
CGPSC की संपूर्ण तैयारी के लिए कंपटीशन कम्युनिटी के YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और डेली अपडेट्स के लिए बेल आइकन को प्रेस करना ना भूलें।